Hey class, in today's lesson we are going to talk about multiplying and dividing rational expressions, which is found in section 6-2 part 1 of your book. So as I mentioned, we're going to multiply radical expressions. So when multiplying radical expressions, they have to have the same exponent and they have to have the same index. So in other words, so for the same exponent, that means they have to have the same power, right? Or an index would be the position of the number outside of the radical sign. So like square root of 2 times square root of 3, technically it's a square root because it has an invisible 2. So there's actually a little 2 right here, showing that those would be the same, and so you can combine them that way. Or if you have the cube root of 4 and the cube root of 5, it would become cube root of 4 times 5. So let me show you further what I mean. Alright, so in example 1 it says, can you simplify the product of the radical expressions? If so, simplify. So in this case, the first one, square root of 5 times square root of 7, we can simplify because they have the same index, which happens to be 2. So then that becomes a square root of 5 times 7, which is just the square root of 35 because we can't break it down further than that. So that's our answer there. And then the second one, no, we cannot because they have different indexes. This is a 3 and this is a 2, so no. And the last one, once again, is a yes because they have the same index. So the square root of, remember, negative 4 is really negative 1 and 2 2's. And then we're throwing in this 2 also. So because it's cubed root, we are taking out a triple. So the cube root of what's really the cube root of 8 is actually negative 2. And I know it's negative 2 because really what this is negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. Alright, so negative 2 is our answer here. Alright, so as our try, the first one is a yes, we can simplify the product. So this is fourth root. We have 12, which is really 2, 2, and 3. And then we have a 5. None of that can be grouped as a group of 4. So our answer is the fourth root of 60. And I got to be careful with that 4 because that looks really large. So fourth root of 60. Because if you make it too large, then it looks like 4 times the square root of 60. Alright, the next one is a no because they have different indexes. And then this last one is a yes. We have the fifth root of negative 5 times negative 2, which is really the fifth root of 10. And that's going to be our final answer because we can't break it down further than that. Alright, so then in example 1, it says, what is the simplest form of the expression below? So 54, as I mentioned just a second ago, we can break down 54 to 2 and 27. 27 is 3 and 9, and 9 is 3 and 3. So we would get the cubed root of 2, 3, 3, 3, and 5 x's. If they are triples, I have one here and one here, those can come out. So this is 3x cube root of, and then what's left over is 2x squared. Now let's try the next one. 128. Once again, we need to break that down. It's going to give us 2 and 64. 64 is 2 and 32. 32 is 2 and 16. 16 is 2 and 8. 8 is 2 and 4. And 4 is 2 and 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. Yep, 7 2's. So that's the cube root of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 7 x's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, we want cube root, so we need triples. So here's one and here's another, here and here. So this becomes 4x squared cube root of 2x. And we're done. And again, it's 4 because it's a 2 and a 2. X squared because it's x and x. And then what's left over is a 2 and an x inside. Alright, so now let's multiply. So when I multiply, what I tend to do is first I check to see if the indexes are the same. And if they are the same, then I just put everything together. So if I check my index is 2. So that's fine. And so then we put everything together. So 12 is 3 and 4, but 4 is really 2 and 2. So this is 2, 2, and 3, just to show you. So that's where that comes from. And I'm going to deal with 15 also. 15 is 3 and 5. Okay. Now I'm going to deal with my variables. I have 6 x's total. And I have 5 y's. So with that being said, this is square root. So I need pairs of everything. So I have a pair of 2's, a pair of 3's. 1, 2, 3 pairs of x's and 1, 2 pairs of y's. So that's going to give us 6x cubed y squared, square root of 5y. Alright, let's try the next one. Alright, so in try 3, once again, we check to see if the indexes are the same. They are. They're both square root. So then we're just going to break down the numbers first and then throw in our variables. So 15 is 3 and 5. We'll put a little space here because 20 is 2 and 10, so 2 up here. Actually, maybe I should make this a little neater. So let me do this again. So 15 is 3 and 5. 20 is 2 and 10 is 2 and 5. So if I put all that in order, I have 2 2's, 1 3, and 2 5's. That looks better. Then I have 6 x's. And I have 7 y's. This is square root, so I need pairs. So here's one. So our answer is going to be 10x cubed y cubed square root of 3y. And we are done. Remember guys, if you have any questions, please come see me for tutoring.